I was thinking about masterboating. Want to watch?
Ah, yes, masterboating. It's the art of self-pleasure, self-launch, self-recovery. It's when you're just gonna, take matters into your own hands and do what just feels right. So, in this episode, I'm going to show you how I masterboat. We'll be covering the art of the self-launch, self-recovery, and I'm actually gonna pull out my rod and jig a little bit for some blackfish.
All right, so let's begin with a picture perfect self-launch. We're going to roll back now at the boat ramp. Remember, you're on your own, right? You don't have folks with you to yell you're about to hit something or something's in the way. So, you need to just take things one step slower than you normally would operate when you have people there. Keep that in mind. Safety first. Now, when you got it down to a point where you're not fully ready to launch the boat off the trailer, but it's just starting to touch the water, get out and secure your dock lines to the dock. Now, here, just pay attention. I've taken the dock lines and I've moved them as far back as possible along the dock and secured it to the cleat. You need to anticipate that when you come back even further for when the boat will float off the trailer, that the dock lines are positioned where you want them to be to allow that to happen. Also, please be careful. Don't let the dock lines get anywhere near the fender wells, of the trailer or the trailer wheels themselves. You can cause significant damage if one of these dock lines get hung up on the trailer as you're trying to roll back with your vehicle, okay? So now we just want to go ahead and unhook our bow eye, our safety chain, get back in the vehicle, and then we're going to roll back very slowly. And as you can see right here in my side view mirror, I don't have to go too far back at all. The fender wells are still exposed just right at the top edge of the water, and you can see the boat just seamlessly float off the trailer. And let it continue in its momentum to get far enough away to the trailer. The lines are not going to be impacted in any way by the trailer pulling away. And once you feel confident with that, just roll away nice and slow. A picture perfect self-launch. Oh boy, as I return back to the boat, I must be glowing with the satisfaction of that self-release. There she is, exactly where I left her. Perfect self-launch. So as you can see, we're backing the boat up. We're at the boat ramp. There's our trailer. And we can see out of both side view mirrors. Pretty simple, easy stuff backing up a trailer. Hold the steering wheel from the bottom of the wheel, right? So here's the top of the wheel, right? And here's the bottom of the wheel. If you hold it from the bottom of the wheel, and now if we take a look at our trailer, if we want our trailer to get a little closer to the dock, all we would do is we move the bottom of the wheel that way, okay? And now as we back up, what will happen is the trailer will get a little closer to the dock. All right, and then when you want to straighten it out, just straighten it out. If you want the trailer to head away from the dock, all right, just move the steering wheel away from the dock. And now you'll see the trailer will be straightening out away from the dock. It's that easy. Well, sometimes when Captain Lee on masterboats, he jerks it a little too hard. I'm about to show you a less than perfect self-launch. Hey, it happens. We do the best we can, but you just never know. So here we go as our attempt to launch the boat. We back down the ramp, go ahead and disconnect our bow hook and safety chain, secure our lines, once again moving them as far down the dock as possible to anticipate the rearward movement of the trailer and boat. We're going to give a quick inspection to those dock lines, and I want you to pay particular attention to my bow line. It's hanging just a little bit too low, and it's about to get hung up on my fender. This could mean catastrophe, but, luckily we caught it in time. Alright, so now we're about to actually launch the boat, and we go rolling back, and what do? I hit the brake just a little too hard, create too much rearward momentum. The boat goes off the trailer a little too quick, and yikes. Yeah, that hurt. It happens. Not always a perfect launch, but not my only problem. Take a look at this bow line. Yep, that's it. Hung up on the fender well. Yeah, we got to rectify that, so we're going to have to get out of the truck. But, hold on. Yeah, speeding wheelchairs on docks. You just never know. Keep your eyes and ears focused all around you at all times. Safety first. All right, folks, we're going to rectify this problem and get about our day. Alright, it is time to have some fun. I'm hungry, so let's get out there and catch some dinner. So yeah, when you're flying solo, you don't have the mates on board, so you gotta take the time to remove your fenders, remove your dock lines, store everything away, find a quiet spot, throw the boat in neutral, and get that done before you move on. This way the boat remains nice and neat and clean. And most important, safety. You're on your own here. I always wear an inflatable PVD. This thing will inflate on its own if it senses water, so if I take an unexpected swim, it'll take care of itself. And you should also have a VHF radio on board. You never know if your cell phone's gonna go bad. This is definitely a key factor when you're flying solo. And let me tell you, these waters I boat in, salt water, heavy current, heavy wind and tide. Look at the forces of this moon tide flowing into the harbor. Right here, we are actually traveling with a speed over ground of only 2.3 miles per hour, but yet our speedometer is showing we're doing 10 miles an hour. That's about a 7-8 mile per hour current coming in here. Serious stuff. You don't want to fall in. So we'll be fishing for blackfish today, and let me tell you, these are good eating. And the way it works is you need to find yourself some structure, boulders, rocks, something underwater. And we just saw something right there on our side scan. We're going to flip the screen over to see what's immediately beneath us, and boom, there's that boulder, other rocks, and some fish actually presenting on our sonar. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set a waypoint so that we can come right back to that spot. And now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and drop our anchor so that we could set up right over that piece and let the tide and the current push us back right over to that location. Now when it comes to baiting the hook, this is fun. We fish for blackfish with live green crabs. That's right. So we go ahead and just break those claws right off. Make sure you don't get pinched by these things. And then we go ahead and we're going to actually cut off the little legs as well. So all is left is the body. We're going to take the body of the crab and we're going to actually cut it right in half to expose its innards. And the half fits just perfectly right on our jig. Feed our jig into the half a crab, drop it over the side, and off we go. Yeehaw! Fish on! Where I fish in the Long Island Sound here in New York, we're allowed to keep up to 3 blackfish. They must be at least 16 inches in length to keep them, and this one certainly is, coming in around 18 inches. And man, a face only a mother could love. Yeah! Okay, so we're coming to the climax of my master boating video and demonstration here for you. And let me just take a minute. I'm working hard for you guys, so please subscribe to my channel and please hit that notification bell to the right so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Now take a note, when we're pulling in here, we're feathering between forward, neutral, and reverse, never staying in any one position more than a second or two. Take a minute, take it slow, and just see what the boat is doing, see what the wind and the current is doing as well. So now as we're approaching this dock, we want to come in real slow, feathering it, and I'm aiming my bow toward the dock. I'm on my own, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw it into reverse to stop my forward momentum. At that point, I'm just going to quickly leave the helm area and grab my dock line, get it around one cleat, and once it's around one cleat, we're in pretty good shape. We're going to go ahead and actually we want to put the boat in reverse because I have a very strong wind coming to our stern right now. It's actually, you can see it's blowing the back of the boat out. I'm almost perpendicular to this dock, but with the boat in reverse, it slowly starts going back, and when the line gets taut from the bow cleat, it will actually start pulling the stern of the boat back to the dock and keeping it tight to the dock. And while it's not great practice, as you can see right here, the boat is still in the reverse position. There's a slow stream of jet wash moving under the boat, but what it's doing is, since the bow line is secured, it has now tightened the stern of the boat right up against the dock. There's not even a dock line attached, and it's holding the back of the boat tight to the dock even though there's wind looking to push it away. So we're going to just secure that line right now and jump in the boat, and you can see the wheels turn toward the dock, which helps pull that stern in. And as I move it to neutral, straighten out the wheel, turn off the ignition, almost instantly you could see that wind is getting its grip and starting to push the boat away from the dock once again. Okay, so now we're going to detach our lines from the cleats and walk our boat down the dock. You want to leave room for another boat to pull in behind you, and we're going to walk it all the way down. And as we're getting close, I happen to notice that the owners of my favorite bait and tackle shop, the ones who actually sold me the crabs for today's fishing, is there at the boat ramp launching their boat. So I just wanted to say a quick hello to Jim and Sue and Misty of Miller Place Bait and Tackle, and wanted to take a minute to show them my prize catch of the day. $3.3.
Paul, we got a 5-pounder on the board.
All right, it's time for the money shot, and we can show you my power load. Back that trailer in and take note of the bunks. About 25% of those bunks should be exposed. The rest should be under the water. I find that to be the perfect, ratio, if you will, to just allow the boat to be deep enough in the back for that jet to be able to push you up onto the trailer. But yet, there's still enough of the bunks that are exposed that will grab and hold the bow to keep it from sliding off, once you get it up there. And take note of my bow line, not enough slack. Yeah, that's gonna cause a problem. We were only able to get so far up on the trailer, and we ran out of line. Normally, in other circumstances, we can get the jet to push the boat, completely up onto the trailer, as you can see here, without any problem. And what video would be complete without some high-energy, entertaining ramp follies? Check out my man. He comes in here and realizes I'm not ready and just backs her right up. Finds that forward gear, shoots it back forward, and he's going to come around and make another landing. Here he goes, shooting for a port side docking. But unfortunately, that just did not pan out. His mate is not sure what's going on. Trying the reverse gear once again. Oh, looks like we're a lot closer to our starboard side. We might as well just swing around and jump off there. Oh, that didn't feel good. Let's throw it in reverse, but forget about the fact that we have an outboard engine sticking out the rear. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. Here comes my man again. Oh, yeah, that is not masterboating. Well, after all this excitement, I've built up quite an appetite. Time to enjoy a delicious fish dinner. Captain Leon, signing off.